Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have a vintage Ronson Whirlwind automatic petrol lighter with a couple of modifications. One to the base that is functional, and then the coin that you can see on this side of the lighter. A Newfoundland 25 cents coin dated 1917. The lighter is nowhere near that old. It shows plenty of wear, scuffs, dings, and a whole bunch of dents to the back side of it. A really cool old lighter though that I think is worthy of someone's collection, but also maybe to be latched on, carried along, and to be used. You can see the coin that is epoxied or glued over the monogram panel that was originally on the lighter. You see plenty of plating loss, scuffs, dings, dents, maybe a gash or two. It is marked Ronson Whirlwind, Newark, New Jersey. And you can see that this loop has been welded onto the bottom, functionally making it sort of like the what Zippo called the loss proof. A lanyard loop or some other form of attachment, whatever you choose to put through that loop. Could be wire, could be a bread tie. The windscreen comes up. I really like the way the windscreen goes up and down on the Whirlwinds. Really cool sort of convertible functionality of it. See there, the thumb lever is marked Ronson. Have dings, dents here. But it doesn't look near as bad from the front as it does, of course, back here. Who knows? Maybe it was attached to something where it was constantly getting pounded there, or squeezed, or pinched, whatever it was. The lanyard loop is pretty cool though. As I said, you could use it to attach just about any way you wanted to. That's a Zippo extra fuel shot that I carry on my bag, along with a spare flint and well, I guess that's about it. But you can see that attachment would function just fine if you wanted to hang that off of a bag, as long as it wasn't getting caught by something else, or you'd probably bend your lighter up quite a bit. Maybe if you are one of those kind of guys like a biker that has a chain hanging from your belt loop or your belt to hold your wallet, maybe you'd want to attach your lighter to that. I'm not that sort of fella, but you know, if you are. So I really like Ronson lighters, and you can run into one that functions so well it just seems like it never doesn't light. That Ronson Debonair that I had was like that. Some of the others, the Ronson Standard with the tortoise stripes that I have on eBay right now, it strikes very strong. But I would say the majority of Ronson lighters, and keep in mind there may be some imperfections in the clutch spring or the file wheel, or maybe some other parts as well. Definitely could be some other parts. They seem to light, I don't know, maybe 2 out of every 5 times you strike them, 3 out of every 5. Like I said, a brand new type lighter can be much more reliable than that. But just the run-of-the-mill Ronson may never be as smooth as a Zippo, simply because the mechanism is easier. The mechanism is more simplistic. It's just a wheel, not this entire, all these tiny parts working together up here in this one fitment to move the wheel. With the Zippo, it's just your thumb moving the wheel, not all these tiny little parts that over time can get just a gap of wear in them. Could just be a fraction of a fraction, but that's enough to make a difference in how often ignition is achieved like it should be. So maybe 3 out of 5, not 2, instead of 2 out of 5, or maybe 2.5, maybe an even 50-50. Either way, they are decent lighters, good lighters with a good, a big, good sized tank in them, so you don't have to fuel them every day. The lighter is not in all that bad a condition on the base, considering how bad that backside is beat up. Kind of cool. I don't know why you'd put a 1917 Newfoundland quarter on a lighter from America that was made in the middle part of the century, 30 to 40 years later. But somebody did, and you know, like I said, it's not the worst looking thing in the world. I just don't know, other than Leif Erikson being there once, I don't know whatever really happened in Newfoundland, and certainly not in 1917. Until next time.